You can manage a wide range of policies and settings for Chrome OS devices from the Google Admin Console. In this video, you'll learn about device policies and where to configure them. You'll also learn more about how to set up kiosk devices and managed guest sessions. First, let's focus on device policies. These apply to anyone who uses a managed Chrome OS device, even if they sign in as a guest or with their personal Gmail account. In the Admin Console, you can set many policies, including the force enrollment of managed devices, blocking guest mode to control who uses devices, configuring devices to run as kiosk apps, and managing your Chrome OS device updates. You can configure these policies by navigating to the main menu, then Devices, then Chrome, then Settings, and then selecting Device Settings. To apply a policy to all devices, leave the top-level organizational unit selected. Otherwise, select a child OU. Select the relevant setting. Configure it, and then click Save. You can quickly find a specific policy by typing its name into the Search or Add a Filter field. If a policy is inherited from a parent OU, Inherited will appear in the Inheritance column. Locally applied indicates that an inherited policy is overridden at the child OU level. Any updates or changes to policies typically take effect in minutes, but they might take up to 24 hours to apply to everyone in your organization. Device settings are also used to set up kiosk devices. In Device Settings, select the OU that contains the devices that you want to set up as kiosks. Then, in the Search or Add a Filter field, search for the term Kiosk. Navigate to Kiosk Settings and adjust the relevant settings. You need to create a separate OU for your kiosk devices before you configure any settings, because these settings will apply to all of the Chrome OS devices within the OU, and you won't be able to manage them as standard use devices. You can choose which app or website to push out to your kiosk devices on the Apps and Extensions page from the Kiosks tab. Managed guest sessions allow multiple users to use the same Chrome OS device without needing to sign in to their Google accounts. You might use managed guest sessions to configure a specific set of Chrome OS devices so that multiple users can share or loan them. Managed guest sessions can also be useful in assessment environments, where you might need to set a time limit for the user's session or restrict the user's access to the internet or specific apps. Similar to kiosk mode, you'll need to place the relevant managed guest session devices in their own OU. You can then apply managed guest session settings to devices in that OU by navigating to Devices, then Chrome, then Settings, and then to Managed Guest Session Settings. Select the OU that you want to set up for managed guest sessions, and then update the relevant settings. After you've set the managed guest session policy, you can choose the apps that devices in this OU can access. You can manage app provisioning on the Apps and Extensions page from the Managed Guest Sessions tab. You've now learned about some of the device policies and settings that you can manage from the Admin Console. You can find more information on the policies that you can configure in the linked resources.